Welcome to 4DetroitDudes TV, otherwise known as The Dude Show. I'm your host, Ted Belowski, and we're actually on location today at Paper Street Motors in Ferndale. It's a small business incubator, but it's not your typical stuffy tech incubator. They've got industrial space here, industrial bays. They've got office space as well. Their website really describes it as 22,000 square feet of sheer awesome. So we're hoping that we can show you a little bit of that awesomeness today. I want to introduce the dude sitting next to me. This is Andy, and Andy is the owner and founder of Paper Street. So I guess first things first, maybe if you can tell us a little bit about the concept behind what you guys are doing and sort of the inspiration.
Sure. It's a 22,000 square foot building, and we rent offices and industrial space to people so they can start their businesses really easily. Everything's included. All the utilities, free Wi-Fi, free ice cream, just to minimize the worries you have as a business owner. Surprise utility bills always suck. If you rent an office, sometimes you got to pay your $60, $70 a month high-speed internet bill. And all that adds up. It just nickels and dimes you to death, and sometimes that can kill a business. And so here we just have one flat fee. We basically took the square footage of the building, the usable square footage, split it up, put a cost per square foot on it, and then that's the cost per unit is basically just our cost for the lease plus the utilities. It's kind of a
awesome
business flavor piece of art. So it's gone great so far. People are really responding to it.
Good. Now, from let's say somebody wants to come down and check it out. I mean, how do they get in touch with you guys?
Well, we have open houses sometimes. We haven't had one lately. It's probably about time. But they give us a call. Contact on the bottom of the webpage has all our info. Email, give us a call. Set up an appointment. Come down pretty much any time. I live like a block away from you.
Oh, cool.
So they come check out the place, and while they're checking us out, we're kind of talking to them about their plan, their business, making sure they're a good fit here. It's kind of like a verbal application process. There's no paperwork. And so if we believe you're a good fit, and you believe we're a good fit as far as the building goes, then we sign you up. It's just first and last month's rent. You get keys right then and right there. So you're off and running. It's a 6-month minimum term. That keeps it so only the people that are serious about their goals move in, but it's not so long that if you go bust, you're stuck into a big lease. You know, that's really the biggest problem with renting something anywhere else, is that you're stuck for 2 years, you're screwed.
Absolutely. So from a capacity standpoint, I mean, do you guys obviously have room? You're looking for...
Our offices are full right now.
Okay.
Our offices are full. Our industrial spaces we have available. They're really cool. They're made actually... I come from a car racing background. That's where I got my start. So they're made to service one race car. You'd have the room around it to keep some tools and parts and stuff. Some are bigger, some are smaller, but it's really used for everything. We haven't had more than 2 car enthusiast guys move in. It's been everything else. It's been artists and bicycle repair guys and masonry guys and just everyone else.
Right.
But because our offices are full, we opened up this thing called the co-working space. It's actually what we're sitting in right now. In a couple days' time, this will have workstations all throughout it with power outlets, desk lamps, that kind of thing. So people who don't want to sulk in a coffee shop or work in their home office, they can come here really cheap and work and share collaboratively with people that share a similar mindset, tech entrepreneurs and people who can just work from home but don't like to. If you're looking at the laundry, looking at the kids, you're not going to get anything done.
Right.
So
how, comparing this to say a place like Techtown, obviously Techtown's got federal money and things like that behind it. They take a piece of the people's business. You guys aren't doing that. So
yeah, the thing about Techtown and basically every other incubator within 500 miles is government run or university run. They're backed with federal or state or county dollars, which means that they have stipulations. You have to be a certain kind of business. You have to fit their criteria. Usually you have to be an already successful business. They're more for tier 2 kinds of businesses. We're for like the cardboard entrepreneur. Like this person just starting out has an idea and a cardboard Sharpie sign, and they're trying to hawk their stuff. We're really on that level. And we've got a firm belief that tech industry is really cool. And tech is going to hire a lot of people. It brings some sweet stuff to the world. I'm not bashing on tech, but it's really the businesses that we host here. The service people, the graphic designers, the web folk, the people who are one-man businesses. That's the kind of person that we host most here. And they're the ones that are really going to get the dollar spending. They can feed their families. They can move into better places. It's really there's so many more small businesses than there are large businesses, and so we're a small business incubator instead of a medium or large like TechTown.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. What's the significance of the name? I feel like I'm a big Fight Club fan, so I want to.
Yeah, you got it.
Nice.
We that came about because we were looking for a space, and we came across this warehouse in Southwest Detroit, and it was 30,000 square feet for $1,000 a month for the whole thing.
Wow.
And we're like, awesome. So we go down there, and the gates were made from like old semi-truck parts, and like the ground was all rutted, and the roof was leaking on the building, and it's like, oh yeah, it has no bathrooms, it has no running water, it has no heat, but it's $1,000 a month. And so we're like, and we started thinking like it would be like the Paper Street Soap Company, but for cars. You know, it'd be the Paper Street Motors.
Absolutely.
So we stuck with the name. My buddy he actually definitely said it as a joke. And once I showed him the website, the documentation of the building and all that, he almost shit himself because he saw that I took this joke and I made it into something.
That's great. So we're going to take a few minutes and walk around and show you guys, what Andy and the crew are doing here. Show you the shop and some of the office space stuff. But before we do that, I know you mentioned earlier you guys are working on a velodrome rehab downtown.
Oh yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that and what you're doing?
It's this bike track. It's a quarter-mile bike track with 45-degree banking on the turns, circle track. And it was built in the late 60s and for bicycle racing at Derry Park, which is, some people know it as Derby Hill. There's a big half-mile soapbox Derby Hill there. This is an outer driving mound. Well, it got abandoned in the mid-'80s. The bicyclists stopped using it, so the car gangs moved in, drove cars on it, and broke up some of the pads. From then, the city pretty much abandoned it. They mowed it every once in a while, but really it's gone to the weeds. It's cracked, it's pretty damaged. What we've been doing is Tom Nardone of the Mower Gang found it, basically broke it out. He mowed it, took away some of the garbage, got it into the public view again, which is what was most important.
Right.
And we've taken it from there. We brought a Bobcat in, Kilburn's Equipment Rental, and Warren basically opened up their whole equipment catalog to us and said, go nuts. We support what you're doing. So we've torn into it with Bobcats and power tools and wood chippers and all sorts, and now it's looking really awesome. It's almost there. And October 16th, we're hosting a race. You can go to thunderdrome.com. That's where all the details are. Okay. It's a road bike, mountain bike, moped, scooter race. Crazy. And we've got some awesome prizes.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. What was the website again?
Thunderdrome.com.
Okay.
Drome with an R.
Okay. Well, let's do this. I'm going to grab the camera and we'll take a little tour and then wrap it up.
Cool.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Welcome. Paper Street Motors. We just installed this really cool wireless RFID system. Basically swipe your card, punch in your PIN, and let's see it. Now, when we got the building, it was in really, really rough shape. So every month we go through and we add more to it, we update it. Pretty soon it's going to look really cool. We're expecting to paint in all the common areas, do some flooring. But, step at a time. It's a good blank slate. Gray is good. Down this way are some of our offices. We've got Mike Kuziar of Promote Inc. If you need anything printed, any printed material, he's your guy. We got Janelle of Greenlight Go, Entertainment PR. That's our office. It's in bad shape. You don't want to see that. Got some bathrooms. Here's the shop. Now the shop is truly a work in progress, so bear with us here. But we've got these bays, and they're just paint on the ground, but you can go ahead and you can build out a paddock however you like, as long as it meets building code. So this is Al of Homegrown Cycles. He's gone through and built it into a bike shop. It's really pretty awesome. He moved in right away. He owns a bread van, and he basically, that one right there, and he goes to your house, picks up your bike, brings it back here, fixes it, drops it back off.
That's cool.
Really cool, because everyone hates moving their bikes. So we recovered these lights out of an old Detroit warehouse. New units are about 120, 130 bucks, Chinese ones. These lights we recovered out of a warehouse on Warren that was getting torn down, and they're really cool. They're from the mid-50s. They've got this like refrigerator enamel on them, like fridges used to be covered in. And yeah, we put new bulbs in them, new ballasts, and they're better than anything. They're HOs. Really cool stuff. So we're gonna hang those all throughout here. Ditch these metal halides. Let me give you a rundown. That's Monty. He does auto repair. The guy can drop and change a trans like an hour. That's Brian. Bow is his name on the forums. He's an auto enthusiast. The wood paddock is Casey. He keeps a lot of masonry equipment in there. That big paddock over there is Brad of Bee Nectar. He makes a honey wine. It's like a, it's called mead.
Okay.
It's awesome stuff. Really cool. That's our tow truck that we own for S's and G's. Got it on a good deal. So.
Now I thought on the website I saw some. Was it a video of you guys? Were there go-karts or something you were racing around here?
Oh, that was a.
I can't remember that one.
An Amigo.
Okay.
It was. It's like an old lady.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
An old lady scooter.
Yeah.
Well, a friend of mine put a 9-horsepower Honda motor on it that's been bored and stroked and cammed and jetted. It does about 40 miles an hour. It's really scary. It burned up, so it's kind of broken right now.
Tell me about the free ice cream.
Oh man, the free ice cream. Basically, I went to a storage unit place, and they had a big cooler at Good Humor, and I thought, what a great idea, you know, just make it more fun when you stop by there, because storage is pretty boring.
Yeah.
Well, offices and industrial space isn't exactly exciting, not yet. So the free ice cream is just kind of a kick, and it allows us to say free ice cream all the time, and everyone really likes that, you know. Who hates ice cream? Lactose intolerant people, I guess. But this month it's Freeze Pops. Next month it's Good Humor. So
nice.
We got Tim Ayton. He's a poet, data analyst, salesman, and about 40 other things. Take a free air freshener if you want, courtesy of him. We got Marsha Alter. She's a writer. She's translating these German fairy tales that are really common to all these kids in Germany in New English, so we can appreciate them here. Gary Arnett, graphic designer and artist extraordinaire. We got Casey Peeble. He's got the paddock in back. He's the masonry guy, C3 Enterprises. We've got Tommy Onyx, AloudBaby.com, in the web design business 11 years, decided to make this his home. Total rock star. And we've got Camera Grills. They make a rub called chicken chalk, and it's good on steaks, burgers, chicken, anything. We've put it on like Greek food. We've put it on rice. It's awesome. It's really good stuff. They're going to break it out real big. Right now you're standing in the co-working room. We're going to set these tables up with some tablecloths, set some chairs up, and basically have workstations so people can come here, plop down a laptop, get working really easy. And it's only $25 a month to start. It's killer.
Nice.
Once we add some more amenities, it'll be a little more expensive. We're getting towards probably $45 or $50 a month, but still free Wi-Fi, 24-hour access. We're gonna add printers. We're gonna add a meeting table. It'll be really, really cool.
Cool.
We're stoked.
All right, guys. Well, that's Paper Street Motor Company. If you're an entrepreneur or somebody who just wants to try to start a business, or you've got a hobby that you're trying to pursue, you got to get your ass down here and talk with Andy. It's an awesome facility. You can't beat the price, and definitely come down and check out Paper Street. The website is actually welovepaperstreet.com.
Yep.
That's welovepaperstreet.com. So go there and check it out. Like I said, Andy's a great guy, and the facility is awesome. So get down here and see what they've got going on. Really want to thank you for taking the time to do this.
Totally awesome.
Allowing us to come in and create some noise here tonight. Stay tuned to the Dude Show. We've got some more great shows coming up. We really want to continue this concept of showing you guys, companies and people here in the D that are creating positive opportunities and making an impact and creating positive energy. So let us know what you think. Hopefully you like this show. And like I said, we're going to try to keep doing this. You can find us on Twitter. You know where to find us on Facebook and YouTube, or on our website at www.4DetroitDudes.com. And we'll catch you next time on the Dude Show.